All right, so we're doing something different this time. We normally have the roundtable every week, or every other week, I should say, which is a pretty relatively long podcast. However, uh, with them swapping around feuds and showdown, and there being Thanksgiving coming up soon, we're trying to get things back on the showdown schedule and getting things around that event so we can move forward with that. It seems to be a better time slot for everybody to attend, and it gets a lot of more attention from everybody that's playing the game because they're getting ready to play the game in about an hour or so. So we're going to be starting a new little mini series. It's going to be called the Lounge instead of the Roundtable, and this will be our little version of the Lounge right now. So this is everybody. Welcome to Lounge number one. Um, I have with me only a couple of guests right now, and what we're going to do is just going to go down and introduce ourselves. And I've been requested. Just want to openly state this too. When moving forward and introducing yourself, whether you're someone that's already been on the podcast before or anybody that's new that wants to come on, which if you do, feel free to DM me, let me know. Just introduce yourself with the faction that you're in also. That seems to garner some type of attention for people. I know that I've never been really huge on faction representation or anything like that. I feel like it should just be a table for everybody to talk, but I also respect people wanting to know where people are from. So I'm the host, 2Bob29. I am the leader of TNM.
Yep, this is Ben B1. I'm what am I? Co-leader of the new ministry.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Gooby. I'm also a co-leader in the new ministry.
So please don't think it's going to be a skewed day today, but we're going to discuss a good chunk of things that are going on in the past week. Um, I'd like to start off again, like we always do, pretty much where you're at with Road Dog, Trish, plans, etc. Personally, my Road Dog is 3-star bronze when he was 2-star gold last week. Um, so 2-star gold last week, I think max, and I clicked the button when I had enough tokens, and that's all I've done with him since. I'm not really big on him for shit. Trish shards, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm probably not even at 1,000. I haven't done my tours. Gooby keeps on yelling at me that I can't compare with other people's shards because I haven't done my tours, and I don't blame him. uh, but yeah, I don't really have many plans for the rest of the month. It's just taking him to 3 silver and pretty much the same old, same old. The plans for next month's talent up, I'm maybe switching to Earthquake because of the coin cost, but I may end up sticking with Hogan, even though it's just a shit ton of coin. Um, Either of you, what about you guys?
My road dog's 3-star gold, level 100. He's uh he's kind of trash.
Yeah, no shit.
Um, so I don't know if I want to invest the 2 million coins to take him to 4-star bronze, to be honest, but I guess we'll see. I think I've got almost 1,100 Trish shards at this point. But I got to the point now to where I'm not doing the Road Dog Hell mode matches because, yeah.
Wait, you're
So
just getting there?
yeah, I just got there this
Jesus
last one.
Christ.
I got molested. I was done. So yeah, the survival matches they can no, but all that good stuff. I'm working up Motu Triple H to 5-star for talent up. I just need coin in him. That's it. And then after that, I don't know. Resources are tight. I don't know who's gonna go. I mean, I know I'm working up Socko and probably HBK over Z Triple H just because Z Triple H doesn't really need to be 5-star. But I think HBK is a monster at 5-star, so I think that's going to be my choice that way. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Gotcha. Goops.
So I took it easy last month, so I came out of the gate pretty hot this month. I probably would have backed off had I looked at things a little bit better, but I'm so deep into it now that I don't have much of a choice. Currently sitting in the top 30 for the solo and just over 1,300 shards. Road Dog is 4-star silver base, and he won't be going any higher than that.
Jesus.
Figured I should be able to get all the shards. Like I said, that was too deep for me just to not push for it.
That's
You need
fair.
like you need a button, Bob, that has like noises and stuff that can come across. So I need a whale noise right there.
You're not wrong. Oh man, dude, that's I could never dream of taking my road dog that high. That's just that hurts my insides. That hurts my head. I just I don't know.
Hey,
I know you're
when
doing it
you're
for
when
the
you're
month.
that
I know you're doing it for the month. Like you have to now. It's
you're
become a
pot committed
necessity.
right there.
It's become a necessity of the monthly. I guess that's something else, right? Like that's been a necessity since what? Zombie Balor? Wasn't that the first one?
Yep. Yeah, you get pot committed and you got to do it, and it sucks, but sometimes you end up with a 4-star silver Pete Dunne. It's absolute utter garbage, you know.
It's just oh
But
man.
but you do what you got to do. You alter, so is what it is.
It's like what? That's 13 months in, right? Zombie Balor was last October, so this is November of this year. Yeah, man, this is 13 months in a row that you've had to level up the free card in order to chase the monthly card. It was a decent concept. I remember talking about this when it first came out. It was a decent concept at the beginning for new players in the sense of like if they come out with a good card, it's not a bad idea. AKA Bailey, Carmella. Some people really like Killian Dane and Shelton Benjamin because they're powerhouses, and when they go to 4-star gold, they just get that natural powerhouse buff. Like, it's not a bad idea. It's actually pretty decent. The issue is the amount of resources that it takes every single month, every single time. The amount of TP it takes, the amount of coins it takes. It doesn't matter about the tokens at that point because now everybody, if you have your tokens or not, most people are sitting missing one token if they need to take
Uh,
somebody up. Right?
yeah, I mean,
You're not missing 4-star golds and 3-star silvers. It's like shit, I'm missing bow ties. Like that's it. Like you're not really missing tokens these days. It's all the coin and TP. Like yeah, you
7,500 TP plus that get them all the way up, and like 31 million points. That's what you're missing every month. That's what you sink into this person.
and that's what goes into the free card to chase the chase card. And then
Yep.
what happens when you want to build the chase card?
Yeah, yeah. It takes 3 months, or you suck all your resources in, and you end up going like really bad off and hurting for the whole next month trying to get it up. It's a bad situation with the economy, you know. But we're a pampered group, I guess. So you know,
I'm gonna stay quiet on the pampered and spoiled comments because those just they still sting with me.
oh,
And
I'm not staying quiet about them at all. I'll say,
I know. It's just it's been an interesting month at least for sure. And I think this whole free card thing it's not bad when it's a good card. If you want to build someone like Bailey, you want to build someone like Carmella, those are great female cards especially. And again, people have Killian Dane at 4 gold. Some people even took him 5 bronze, which I mean questionable, but they did. You have a good card if you've built up from the bottom up. It's not bad, but when you have to build a shit card, it sucks. But that's pretty much at least my thinking on the MLCs. I'm still keeping all the plans for next month's talent up. I think I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet on the coin for Hogan. I checked my shards on Trish. I'm at 812.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
get better.
I haven't done any tours pretty much for
But to be
shards.
honest, though, Road Dog isn't fully required for that because you get the daily stuff out of the whatever the forum, the whatever the hell the web portal. So I mean, every day, so you can still kind of progress, even though it's 3 shards at a time.
Yeah, it is different having to go to the portal every single day this month. It's pretty fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Check the DM bot.
I get that they're trying to push it, but like it's fucking weird.
Yep.
It adds up to 300 TP for the month for free from just going and claiming that every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, good just to go click on a button. And they've got it where it's linked up now. You don't have to do speak the password anymore. It just pops up, and sometimes it links you up automatically. Sometimes you have to go log in with Facebook. It's pretty useful. I mean, I saved it on my shortcuts on my phone, and it's something that I go through and kind of look at every day.
I mean, it's definitely different. I definitely have forgotten it multiple days. I'm not even gonna bullshit.
I check it every day.
It's part of just me not giving a shit about this monthly of Road Dogg and not being able to chase Trish. Just not really doing all that much. Just taking this month to actually focus cards that I want to. Because it's been a long ass time since I've been able to do that. But oh yeah, let's do that. Let me fix that. Kpin, can you talk? Come back on. Leave and come back?
Yep, I'm here.
There you go. Alright, lay it on.
I'm in the same boat with you guys. 3-star bronze ain't going nowhere. It's unleveled 3-star bronze. That card is crap.
Thank you.
It is utter crap. And I think I'm like at 900 shards for.
Oh, this
Trish.
is the boat I'm loving to hear right now.
Yeah, no, it's full of crap. Like, the worst card. It might be on the same level as Dunn. About there.
I mean, look, so here's the thing with him is like back in the day, right? We all before everybody became turn 1 OP. What was the number 1 3-star card in the game? AVA Taker, right? Because he had to fucking choose move. This guy is an AVA Taker clone that would have been great 3 years ago, but sucks ass today.
Yeah, choose moves are for the birds. I mean, unless you're talking, zombie Triple H or something. For the birds these days. Don't mean nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can, creating havoc is the key to the game now. That's the meta, whether it be the bleed moves or the help steal, or whatever. You think about it, the plates changed the game, and they did that mostly from creating havoc because the boss plate would blows up the whole damn board. So, that's kind of what's required because the damage is needed to get the health down to the point where you can keep them down. That's the whole way to play now. So choose where you choose 9 gems to do 1,500 damage because let's face it, Shadow damage is garbage.
Yeah, but he has a monthly buff. Don't forget that. So it's really just a choose 7.
Yeah, but at the end of it all,
I think that's the tricky part. You just brought up the choose part, right? Like you get the buff for the month and everything's it's doable. It's okay. Well, it's really not doable at all. It's just the month.
Yeah,
he's eh. That's what it comes down to. Like at the end of the day, he's eh.
He's another one, just like Killian Dane, that I'll say when this month is done, that guy will sit on the shelf and rot until I need him for something. And
there's going to be some bullshit DX Army requirement, and that's the one card you're going to have, and I'm going to hate it because I'm not going to be able to do it, but you know what? I'll fucking bite that bullet when that day comes.
That may be the only reason why toward the end of the month I get into 4-star is just for that. Just to have him for whatever shit requirement I'm going to need for later.
I respect people that chase it. I respect people that build them. I do. I can't keep doing it with all the coin and TP. It's been too many.
It makes all my unleveled projects fry down at the bottom of my roster.
It's been too many consecutive months. It really just has been of just trying.
I definitely find myself crying every month.
Yeah, Z Taker and Walter. Yeah.
Not being done.
It's a rough one, man. But yeah, that's at least my outlooks on the monthly. If anybody has anything else to say, go for it. Otherwise, I think we can move to the Googer event.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, that super awesome event where, right, for everybody, everyone's enjoying that
Spin,
one.
spin, spin.
Jesus. So, it needless to say, everybody knows it's a spend event. Yes, there are aspects of doing certain things, but you can only reach so many points without spending on the loot. That's just how it comes out to. Even if you have all of the cards, which next to nobody does because they're ridiculously hard cards to have all of, um, not everybody has Hall of Fame Eddie, not everybody has Trickster Eddie, not everybody has Eddie, and certainly not everybody has the the new Trickster that came out either. Um, so it's a pretty rough event in that aspect. Yes, people can continue to spin, but it's ugly. The faction event is pretty much collecting shards, and yes, while you can collect shards in tours, they're advertising that you can get shards in the loot as well, which it's just ugly.
That shit's not happening. That's a lie.
It's just ugly.
Did it
Yeah.
ever really happen? I mean, let's be honest.
No. Yeah. I mean,
Ever.
the last time I got charged for the character was that uh the Beauty and the Beast thing for Zioska, and I got those 500 Killian Dane shards. It's like, who the hell wants that many shards of him outside of an event? But you're not going to get a featured card like that.
Were the shards originally offered in that first set of pulls, or are they just in the
No.
premium?
They're just in the premium. They're not in the first set, I don't believe. I think it's all cards.
Yeah, so everybody blew their load on the first one.
Hmm.
By the time the premium comes out, then the premium coins don't even count towards the event.
No. So
And-
that's the other
and you
kicker.
get less of them because you have
Yeah,
the chance
you get
of
21
pulling
instead
the
of
gear.
55. Hmm.
Gotta love
Did you
scope play.
Did you start?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're definitely you know, good at bleeding people dry of money, and there's people that'll
Thank you.
spend it. So, you know, shame on us, I guess.
Yeah, it's shit, to put it kindly.
Yeah. I've got, I think I've got some pretty top tier freaking characters, and I can only get like half the points for this solo. That's it.
Yeah, I'm actually in the same exact boat as you because we don't have Hall of Fame or
Yeah, I
Trickster.
mean, we both have Trickster Eddie and
Correct.
and
Regular.
Acro Eddie. Yeah, so I mean, okay.
The only thing
And then
I
I had
couldn't
to-
do was the Rey Mysterio Hell mode because my Rey Mysterio is 5K.
Yeah, I couldn't finish the Eddie hell mode because my Eddie's like 5K.
So
I mean,
yeah,
I got-
that one I got pretty lucky with. I'm not gonna lie.
I got it. I got deep into it, but I couldn't get to the top. So
How are you
not
running
like that.
him?
And purple, blue with Striker Austin, Z Brock, and Mella.
It may, yeah, I guess. I was gonna say it may sound stupid. Well, you mean Nikki, not Mella.
Yeah, Nikki. That's what I meant.
I was gonna say it may
Trying
pay
to
take
just
Austin
buff up
off,
the
but
sub as much as I can, and then just
that's
trying
really,
to
yeah, that's
chase
really
the
only
purple
damage.
matches and do it again.
That's really the only damage you
Yep.
got. It's a rough one,
Yeah,
man.
the Ray one, the Ray one was surprisingly not that bad to get through hard with a 5K Ray.
Yeah, that one was actually relatively easy. I'm not gonna lie. I beat Edge on my first go around. It's pretty cool.
And I didn't even have the gear yet. I could go back and do that probably a lot easier now.
Nope. Oh yeah, speaking of the gear, I'm assuming everybody here got the regular gear.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen like two feather
bird
gears
gears.
in the whole. Yeah.
I needed the regular gear, so of course I got the feather.
Are you serious?
Are you
No, I'm not serious at all. I got the regular gear.
okay? Yeah. No, we did have a member in the new ministry that was that way. He had the feather gear, and all he needed was a regular.
He fucking
got
posted
both.
it in brag here.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, every once in a while, you placate somebody. I don't, of course, I wanted a feather gear because let's face it, it's one of the best looking gears in the game. But a free
really
gear
does
for
look
a guy I
badass.
had no gear of, or actually didn't even have last week. It's bonus. I'll take it.
It's pretty nuts. I've seen a couple hit throughout the community. It's pretty cool to see it actually get hit, though. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be really cool when I pull that 2-star bronze Hogan next week,
Two-star.
aka X Pac. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Good luck with that one.
yeah.
Oh man.
So
So
My
fucking
yeah,
favorite is how
man.
they say up to 4-star bronze, yet there's only 2 stars shown. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody's getting a 4-star.
it's
For
great,
sure.
dude. It's great. It's that whole 4-star, 2-star thing again. They're gonna say, well, no, it's up to. Of course it is. It's always been
Hey,
up to.
but to be honest though, for people who missed out on the whole X Pac drama that we all lived through, um, getting that guy for free would be freaking awesome for your roster.
Yeah, if you don't have them, solid coach.
Yep.
Super solid
Those
coach.
guys will all get Shamrock.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
probably will.
Yes.
solid trainer though for
Exactly.
a lot of people. A lot of people that
Yeah.
didn't grind for him because that was a pretty decently rough showdown grind for a lot of people. I remember.
I
It
grinded the
was.
shit out of it to get him at
Yeah, I mean, I did
2-star, and
too.
he's 4-star silver now. But I mean, I never got the fuse for him. So
I fucking had him at 2-star like you did. I took him 3-star for his MP trainer, and then I pulled him at 4 gold in one of the as a featured in one of the loots, and I'm like, fuck me, this is the last thing that I wanted. Like I didn't want this as a featured of all the things. Like any of the other features were a new card. This is the one thing that was a fuse. It's like, fuck me.
at least you didn't pull a broken and get NXT Roman 5 straight
18
features in a
times.
row. Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm gonna close my door.
They know exactly what you want. Exactly.
Yep. And they give you exactly not it.
So yeah, I mean, the solo's pretty shit. I'm not spending more for the solo. I'm not going to chase Ray on hell mode. I'm in the top like 200 right now for the 50
Yeah.
shards. So hoping that my Eddie and Trick Eddie will be enough to hold out versus people's random trickster cards pulls or their Hall of Fames. Just hoping that there's not that
Now,
many people out there. But
Are we
there
gonna
probably
talk
is.
about the Are we gonna talk about the newly formed solo showdown event?
The new showdown event that came out. Yeah, you can if you'd like.
I mean, obviously, it's for all our pampered souls, so that we
Oh
can
god.
feel like we got something
Hey,
from the
I just want to
showdown
know,
weekend.
I am the most spoiled in that
Yeah.
group. And
Oh,
he's
KP is
saying
definitely
I
the
am
most
spoiled.
spoiled.
So
Damn straight.
I want to take that. I love that guy. He's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm telling you that
I hate that
I've
dude.
I'm not giving the background on this one. You guys can.
yeah. So
Okay,
basically, go ahead, KP. You throw it out there.
so basically, in Town Hall, for those of you that don't know this infamous Town Hall that we have that's really worthless right now,
Yes.
we were saying that we wanted the old Showdown back because this new Showdown format sucks ass. And we were basically told we're spoiled little brats and just deal with it. And I'm pretty sure that's verbatim of what he said. So,
No, that was
yeah,
verbatim that we're spoiled to the old way, and this is how it's going to be from now on. So get used
yeah,
to it.
and just get used to it and deal with it. So, yeah, not necessarily my first interaction with him. That didn't go so well, but I'm glad to know I am a spoiled brat. That makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah, the top leaders in the game are all spoiled assholes. That's it.
Pretty
That's
much.
what we are.
I mean,
love
is he
it.
lying?
Hey, he's just proving a fact to me. That's all. I didn't
Yeah.
look at it from his perspective. Now I do. So cool.
It's just
I'm a
it was
spoiled
just facing the hard truth. We're all
Yeah, exactly.
pampered, spoiled brats.
Yep. Exactly.
6 million coins thrown at us every 2 weeks is just too much. Too much.
Can't be having none of that.
Yeah, can't have that. Now 3 million, that after a stern talking to, I guess that's okay. Ooh. So
It's going to be like 10 million for this whole month.
So
If that,
basically,
if that.
this solo has been thrown at us because we're spoiled. So I guess the spoiled ones will take it and we'll do it. And I was really surprised that the chase character for the actual rank is Trick Eddie. So I would very well see a lot of people going super hard for this thing because he's not that
He's
average
not
of a
very
guy.
common.
Yeah.
He really is not.
You also have
I'm
to
just-
look at who's required, though.
There's a where's that list at actually, Gooby? I know you posted it somewhere.
I've
It's
got
in
it here. I
the-
can read it off.
Do you want to
It's in
post it in the
Intel.
live chat?
Yep, I can.
That'd be awesome.
1 second. But I mean, you got 3 pretty rare cards, including Gooker himself.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's gonna be exclusive for the. So anybody. Oh, but I mean, is Trick Eddie himself required? He is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. In order to get the points to get Trick Eddie, you
Oh
have to
my
have Trick
God.
Eddie as well.
Okay, I was thinking to myself like the only way that would be terrible is if. Oh wait. Yep. Knowing
Yep,
these
yep.
guys. Oh
Well, and
my
Sean
God.
DF's army.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones I'm
Wow.
missing are Sean and Gooker out of
Wow.
there. Yokozuna, really? Ugh,
Just
gonna have to
wow.
carry that asshole. That's all right. At least it's male. Okay, so that's not bad. That makes my life easier. And I get to test my new toy on Showdown Defense.
That's ridiculous.
Just
This
punt it out
is-
with Kalisto. We
This
all
is
have a
an
ton of shards to
obscene
use on them.
list. This is an obscene
Yes.
list of requirements. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm aware that yes, there are people at the top who have the majority of these cards,
Yeah, but,
except
like,
DX Army and Gooker.
That Trickster Andre,
But, like,
Earthquake,
yeah.
Gooker, Sean DX Army. Those guys, not a lot of people are gonna have all those guys.
Jeez. Yeah.
This is gonna be one of those do what you can event and have a great weekend.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Again, while your Showdown Defense gets molested 27,000 times every 2 minutes.
Hey, but they fixed that too, Bob. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah,
fixed it,
they
remember?
totally
yeah,
fixed
yeah.
that.
Fixed it.
Except they
They
can't
fixed
fix
that.
it.
Don't
All they
say
had to
that they
do
didn't
was
fix
do
it.
what I told them to do, but they don't listen.
No, but they already fixed it. So no, don't worry about it.
The worst
But being
thing.
so spoiled.
That's the worst thing in the world. God, KP. If anybody doesn't know by now, I have been one of the most vocal anti this showdown compared to almost anybody else. I despise the fact that people
recently,
get attacked 4 times in 20 seconds. 4 times in 6 seconds. How does that make sense? It doesn't.
Hey,
It doesn't make
play
any sense
better.
whatsoever, and that's all it comes down to. And it doesn't
Play
matter
better,
how
yeah.
you try to explain it to them. It just doesn't matter to them. So, and
Hashtag
their
play
answer to
better.
that is we can't solve that. We can't solve the fact that you're getting attacked that many times in that few seconds. So we try to make the balancing better, and that's that's what their answer is. And it's like, how does that? How are you balancing it when I'm getting attacked 4 times in 6 seconds? I can't even load the fucking matchup in 6 seconds. I'm waiting on goddamn Undertaker looking at me on the loading screen. Like, what? That's their response. So what Ben was saying is pretty simple. Was when you win, you should get more notoriety, or when someone beats you on defense, you should lose less notoriety. It's stupid.
That's too simple.
Exactly.
Simplicity of the devil. We don't do those
That
things.
that was my suggestion straight to Furpo. I told him, look, just make notoriety from revenges
The-
way low to stop it.
Just the
course not.
most
No.
fucking right, like everybody's saying right now. Just the most simple fucking thing in the world, and just like Hot Rod said, it crazy talk. That would never work. We couldn't do that. That's what we've already done. That's what we mean by balancing. We have already done that for you. If we did it any further, that would be imbalanced. What? Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's what they said.
It's honestly more impressive that he even bothers to respond to anyone.
Yeah, and tries to make it actually logical. So, Showdown's been a shit game mode for a little bit because of the amount of times that you get attacked. I don't think anybody has an issue with the sense that you get more Showdown coins quicker. I think last week giving you 1,500 coins
That was awesome.
is a very huge step up. And
That was on point,
instead of having
for
to
sure.
grind out like 50 matches, you grind out 5 matches, and then when you wake up the next morning, you grind out 10 matches. Yeah, call Showdown quits. It doesn't have to be a whole fucking day-long event on the weekend. That's extremely positive, and that's good. But nobody can tell him that because then it fucking gets reverted. So
Only talk about the bad. If you talk about the good, it's done. Over.
it's just shit sometimes. It's just shit. This is going to be a really bad event for anybody that's actually trying to chase Trick Eddie, because Trick Eddie is required to chase himself, as well as the pull card and the pull card from the prior week. This is beside, if you just take out everything else, besides anything else, that's an ugly concept. So yeah, this really is a do what you can and move on from this weekend event.
And get ready for the Flash feuds for what was it for the what is the feud name
Supper
now?
Slam.
Yeah, Supper Slam. That's it.
Jeez.
Which is marketably worse than last year's when we got the 27 ovens for the first one.
Dude, but that was awesome though.
Yeah,
So,
that was good.
Maybe
Bank,
they'll have that
bank
mess up
error
again,
in their
and it'll be
favor.
okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's literally 100 Ray shards and Duggan shards. Okay, ooh, awesome. We just got like
everybody already has
750 Ray
pretty
shards
much,
already.
Yeah.
Well, actually, everyone does have Ray that logged in because you got him 2-star. I mean, you got him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll help people get maybe it'll help people get closer to the fuse up. But for fuck's sake, man.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be what, Duggan shards? I guess that's the appeal.
Yeah. Duggan, the first guy I took 4-star gold, and the one that's still 4-star gold. That guy.
All I know is I'm gonna be having a good Thanksgiving because I ain't gonna be worried about it. Get my
Fair
points in and get out.
Fair enough.
And out.
I'll do what I got to do and then be done with it.
So, anything else on the Gooker event from any of you guys? Solo faction showdown, anything?
No,
I don't think
garbage.
anybody here's trying to
It's
chase.
just shit.
Nobody's here
I'll-
trying to chase Trick Eddie, are they?
Nope.
In and out.
I already got him 5-star bronze. I'm good.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I'll smash Showdown, but that's because I need
Yeah.
to do some TP farming in there.
That, and I need the showdown coins to buy. Yeah, I need those 40 million or 40,000 showdown coins. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I don't really. Do you? What? I guess before we move on, how many showdown coins do you guys have?
Like
480,000.
Oh, look at you, Dick.
I was gonna say I'm on KP's side. Gooby,
268.
but you still need coins?
No, not 1,000. 268.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got. Look, Bob.
Goose,
Some
come
of
on,
us,
man.
some of us don't actually farm. We just farm the showdown store, right?
Yep.
Just
Well,
farm the TP and the Starfield Trimit every day,
So-
or use all our cash
Yeah.
for that.
So wait,
Well, I
you-
do that
okay,
too. Like I do the star fragments and I do the TP, but I don't do like the 1 TP or the 5 TP. That's a waste.
I
I mean,
do
at least get like the 100 or the 20 or whatever.
I do
Star
them
frags.
all.
I was gonna say I do star frags and TP every day, which is it is what it is. But I still have like 300,000 fucking coins. But
you already have the hard stuff. So a lot of mine went to the stupid 120 China tokens. So I
okay.
finally got her like last month, but I was literally hemorrhaging showdown coins because of that, because they're 10K a pop, and I needed 19 of them. So I had to do that. So I got that, and I'm still 300 shards short of Wolfpack Sting. One day they'll pop up in the store. I buy them when they come around, but yeah, that's all I buy.
I
But
actually saw those for the first time since they reset the store yesterday.
yeah, I saw them a week ago. I bought them one time a week ago, and that's the first time I saw them since the store reset. So that, I mean, and then eventually, if they do what they said they were going to do, and they've kind of glossed over, they said they were going to take out a bunch of the random shit and put more Hall of Fame tokens in there and give 5-stars. If they do,
That ain't gonna happen.
if they do that shit, then that would be a good board that stuff up and
If they,
after that.
I will agree with you. If they put 5-star tokens in the showdown shop, even at 50K a pop, I would purchase them.
Yeah, because I mean, that's for those of us who have the Hall of Fame people, I mean, it's either that or you buy those stupid 1250 bags and hope that you get one, and you got 10 more to go.
So,
I went nuts on the Showdown store last week when the spend cash was an option for the faction event. But I think I pulled 2,000 TP and 150 Sting shards out of it.
See, lucky bastard.
It was hitting, so I just kept going. I mean, I hit 500 a couple times, and I think at one point I hit 100 TP 3 refreshes in a row.
I
So
get
when
those.
something's going, you just go.
I get those 400 Starfields a lot in my store, so that's where a lot of mine goes because they're like 5 or 6K a pop.
Yeah. I did notice on the prize wall for the Hall of Fame that the little ingot things you get from it now have an option to purchase the 5-star Hall of Fame tokens.
Yeah, but I mean, the amount of obscene amount of money you have to pay to get that many ingots. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's the point. I don't want to talk about Hall of Fame. That's depressing.
it's just the worst, man. That is something else I was talking. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I won't talk about it.
Go
Because
ahead.
it is.
Go right ahead.
It's so expensive, man. It really is.
Well, and the because literally it comes out to about $1 per shard, right? So if you want a Hall of Fame character from the store, be ready to spend $2,000 because that's what it's going to cost you to get whoever.
Yep.
Right. So I mean that's ludicrous amounts of money. So no, thank you. But on the flip side of that, fucking Hall of Fame people are required all the time for shit. And so, you know, if you were lucky enough to be able to get Booker that month, you got one and you don't have to worry about it. But if you didn't, then you're stuck and you're kind of fucked on a lot of things.
It's just the roughie, man. The Hall of Fame characters are just rough. If you don't go for them the weekend that they come out, then you miss the 1,000 shards that they come with. And in that particular case, you can try and get the card for $1,000 or $1,200 because I think that's what it is to max.
Because I mean, you know, if we have a PG era requirement, okay, we don't all have tough, but I can still throw in my shitty ass 8 billion shards of Big Show and get through some of
You
it.
say shitty ass. That
But-
motherfucker works, man. I got his fucking gear from the Showdown shop, put X-Pac on him, doesn't even need sword perks. He charges that red move up every turn. He is not shitty ass. He fucking puts work in. You laugh. He makes the whole board botch gems immediately at turn 2. Done. People are down. I've taken out multiple 4-star golds with him, and he's like 7,500 talent. He does it because it doesn't matter how hard you hit. You hit 0 on botch gems until this most recent week when shut up, Don J. I know
It didn't
when
work.
Botch gems work.
When the botch gems were broken, are they unbroken or are they still broken? I don't use botch gems.
They currently work like protect gems. That
Oh,
it's really
so
stupid.
the damage adds back up.
It looks like it goes through, but then it doesn't because it counts as a 0.
Oh, so like Sami Zayn's heal gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Correct.
because you know that card's kind of messed up too. You can use his heal gems as protect gems. If the AI breaks them, then they don't count towards the kick out.
This game is so stupid sometimes, man.
I know. That's been that way for years.
But the Hall of Fame is just awful. It really is. It's like I was saying. It's $1,200 on the weekend induction if you want to get it, and that's for hopefully getting enough shards of them as well as getting all the shards from the weekend event. And then outside of that, it's all the tokens that you have to get. Which sure you can get through the Showdown shop, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, whatever you pull the card at, or if you get them all the way at 4-star gold and you recruit them at 2,000 shards, then it's all of the tokens that you need to take them to 5-star. If you skip all the 1, 2, 3, 4s, just skip them and pretend that you had them all, which, I mean, it's impossible to say that you have all of them at this point, unless you've been hoarding them. To take from someone from 4 gold to 5-star as a Hall of Fame, the only way to get those currently is the 1250 IGC bags. And they limit them to 20 of them when they come out. So it's an insane amount of IGC. It's like $200 worth of IGC. And you have to get lucky to get 10 of those tokens out of all the tokens in those bags. it's ridiculous. I don't get it. I just it's too much money in that in my opinion. Like there's no way that and yeah, it's like that's for one card. It's one card to try and take them from 4 gold to 5 star, and you have to hope to get the 10 tokens. And if you want to take another one, it's the same 10 tokens and the same 10 for if you even have more than one. It's just the amount of money that those specific era, I guess, of cards requires. It's just too obscene. It really is to maintain it.
Well, and until this weekly event, there hasn't been a good reason to even evolve them yet. You know,
No,
I mean,
this
obviously for power on your roster, but there hasn't been any return for them outside of getting like a
literally this
4-star.
weekly, like you said.
Yeah.
That's been the only thing. And I don't even know anybody that actually did it. I don't know anybody in the community that actually took someone that's a Hall of Fame card from 4 to 5 during this week. I just haven't seen
I
any.
know we had one in TNM.
Did we?
Yeah, I think Phil did.
That's fair.
But the only reason I could tell is because he had like 100,000 points for the week.
Okay.
So it's either that or he whaled out on Blitz tickets.
I mean, I don't put anything past him. But that's besides the point. But that's fair, AJ. You took him 5 star from 4 to 5. That's cool. That's a lot, man. It's so much. It really is just so much. But anyway, outside of Hall of Fame, unless you guys have anything else to say, they are just stupid expensive. Done with the Gooker event. Anything else anyone wants to talk about too before we move on?
Nope.
All right. Let's talk about the weekly faction quests, because I actually like the looks of these things. What does everybody think about these things? In the sense of, do you think they're a benefit to every faction? Do you think there should be some type of backlash for what they're requiring? Do you think certain things are too much, too little? Personally, I like about 99% of it right now. The one thing I don't like is the amount of levels that are required every week, because that's not possible. Not everybody can do 135 levels of characters every single week. It's a little insane. The moves, it's a bit, yeah, I give it to you, but people can do their TP event however they want to do their TP event. That's how I feel that one. But the coins is one thing, but the levels, not everybody has it. I know people that don't have cards that are under 3 star. I know people that don't have cards that are under 3 star silver. It's pretty nuts, to say the least. I'm not a fan of that. And the coin spend it's a little bit much, but it's doable for now. Other than that, I like the new shop. I think the daily reset's solid. I think the 1,000 IGC to fucking reset it daily is obscene compared to the Showdown shop, which is 45 IGC. I think that should change, and they should remove
but
it
let's
like a
be
0
honest,
off of it.
Yeah, but the amount of coins they give us, there's no way that you even want to reset it, because you don't. Even if you start at 0 every week and work your way up, you're lucky to get, if everybody does their part, you're lucky to get the whole 50,000 a week. It's actually not possible, right?
No, you get about 100,000 if you get all the faction stuff done.
If you max out all the faction stuff and get some expeditions done, you'll average around 100,000 a week. But
I think one
sorry,
of my
go
things that I don't necessarily like about it is that, like, if I don't level up a character, or if I don't use my TP every day, or, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have 100 people putting in, you're relying on a lot of people to do it, and that's where I have the issue with it. It's not necessarily a bad concept, but you're already doing that for the other daily portion, right? Like, if I want to level up, and right now TP is at premium, so is leveling up right? So if I don't have low level characters to level up, kind of screwed.
Exactly. That was what I was saying. Like people that I know that don't have under 3-star like 3-star bronze cards or 3-star silver cards, their level ups. It's going to be impossible for them to do 135 level ups every week. It's not even like a feasible request. Um, I don't mind the concept of it. It's just some of it's just too much. Um, the idea of trying to get everybody to play is a good one. The
Yes.
idea of trying to get everybody to do their dailies is a good one. It incentivizes people to actually maintain in the game, keep up, and they get rewards for doing so. Whether it's free pulls on the silver loot, whether it's coins or health packs in the daily rewards that people don't think about when they collect all the way up to the 800 bag or the 80 bag, whatever it is, in the daily rewards. Um, there's a lot of things that people get rewarded for. It's just it it's a good incentivization. Um, and I think the new store really like drives that point home. The new store giving out coin, TP, strap parts, gears, loot pulls, epic straps. It has anything for everybody, and it's solid. Um, I think these weekly quests should be a I'm not going to say a mandatory thing for most factions, but I certainly think it should be something that you should certainly push your faction mates to do. This should be a great way of gauging who you have on your team that is capable of playing the game at a consistent level. Um, and it's a very solid measure of a lot. I got to give him props on this one. But don't let him hear me say that too loud.
The only things that are really worth purchasing at the moment are if you're missing a lot of the gears or anything discounted.
Yeah,
Everything else seems to be really overpriced.
the straps are intriguing because they have that affiliation bonus on them.
That's true. I guess I didn't think about that
But
one.
I mean, it's pretty random though. You could end up with a zombie affiliation big show or something.
I
You know,
mean,
you never know.
a good chunk of people did get affiliation strap bonuses, though.
Yep.
So,
And
to
every
be fair.
one of the straps out of there has the potential to get an affiliation strap bonus, I believe. So even if you get one that doesn't have a bonus, and you can level it up to at least maybe get one.
Yeah, for everyone that isn't 100% certain of what we're talking about with affiliation straps, when you put that on a trainer, it means you can toss them on 2 different characters. So if you pull a strap for like Lawler, you can use Lawler on 2 different cards. You cannot use him on the same
Yeah,
card. Like you can't put Lawler and Lawler on Tough, for example.
I got one for Stain, so I can put them 2 different places in a feud roster. It's kind of nice.
I got one for Zombie Triple H, because I'm pretty sure where it's gonna go.
Yeah, I got one for X-Pac too.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
And it was garbage.
But yeah, I didn't get any of the MP ones. I know a lot of people did. I'm pretty stoked for all those people.
Yeah, the one with Acom or Steel would be freaking awesome, or Woods. Any of those 3,
Yep.
highly used training.
Yep, it'd be awesome. But yeah, the other thing is that gear pull too, that comes from the new shop, and that
Yeah.
the new currency has some really top-notch gears in there. And yeah, I have one gear that I want out of there, and if and when I get that, I will never pull on that loot again, and I will be content with it. And that's the Trickster Eddie gear, because I never got it.
Yep, same here.
But
The other thing I know I've seen pulled on some of those straps was, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was an NWO Aleister Black strap floating around out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
actually had
it's,
one in our faction pull it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that, but
Pretty sure.
I know I saw it on Facebook, and like, that's ridiculous. I get that it's kind of a random generator, But those specific names shouldn't be an option in there.
It's a pretty shitty one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's Jama time.
Yeah, it was Jam Time.
That's who it was.
Well, welcome to TNM, the crew of misfits.
Hey, that NWO Alistair Black's gonna be dope as fuck. With
Yeah,
that strap up.
seriously, Jama Time. When that guy comes out, oof. That second striker Alistair Black NWO version. It's gonna kick some ass.
They'll put him back in Attitude Era too.
Yeah.
I gave him a GIF just for him.
Oh god. Anything else on the weekly quest, Kpin, from your aspect?
Nah, I think you guys covered it pretty good.
Fair enough. Feud prep. Coming up next week. So, like we were all talking about, it's the night before Thanksgiving. It was supposed to be from 3 to 8. I think they moved it from 8 to 1 or something. It's minimum 3 from what I was told, and there's 3 open slots in the bottom lane.
Yep.
What
I posted
the
mine.
fuck? What the, what? What?
Yeah. I'll be going bottom 4. That's about it.
I posted mine in the live chat.
Yeah,
Bask in the glory.
I'm not gonna go post mine because I actually have all 6
Do it.
slots.
Do it.
Oh my
Do it.
God.
Do it. Don't be a dick. Here, I want to see. I want to see this right here.
You're such an
It-
idiot. You're such
It'll
an
be
idiot.
interesting to see what this event is that runs with it.
Look at that sexy dildo hat. Oh man, God.
You're such an idiot. So
Big old red cap on
I,
there. Man,
I don't think I'm gonna have all that much time to feud. So I decided I'm gonna go with a decently sized lineup and can
go hard and
can
and
turn
take
one
on-
turn to
take
a
on
shit
those,
ton of people.
take on those grim guys with shitty strap setups. Yes, do it.
You are just
Yeah,
you are just
I'm
in
with
the
you,
mood.
Aiden. That's a no thanks
their
for
name,
me.
Their,
I will be
their name
avoiding.
rhymes with Big Papa Brian.
You are
I'm
just,
not going to mention any names, but Big Papa Brian, is that what you were going for? Good job.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Way to be.
You're just in a mood today, huh, Ben?
I'm just being honest, guy.
Oh god. So yeah, I apparently it is the night before Thanksgiving. It was supposed to be the afternoon, but I think it's scheduled for night now. So if it is the night previous to, I will go pretty decently hard with what I can while I can. It's gonna be pretty fun. Not gonna lie. That's at least my outlook on it. I have a lot of like viable setups and swaps that I can go through. I've got a few perks pretty much stocked to the gills. I'm not sure people are gonna want to see me. It's gonna be very similar to the prior feud where it's gonna be me going through a lot of people relatively quick and seeing people stuck at like 80,000 points against my lineup. That's what I'm expecting.
I kind of want to leave the faction just to try and face you.
It'd be fun. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be fun because now, like when it comes to these feuds, I'll always miss fighting something like your lineup because it's rough. Oh, anyway.
I wouldn't say I miss it.
Oh no, for sure, man. That's some of the
I
fun
would-
in the game.
I wouldn't say I miss it so
That's
much.
some of the fun in the game, man. Gotta.
I've been hoping to run into KP for a long time.
Yeah, I hide from y'all. What y'all don't understand is I run like 3 2-stars and 1 killer, and then just be like, sucks to be whoever faces me with their 3 3-stars. Sorry
You're
about that.
Dickhead. You're that dickhead on the bottom that just gives
I
the
am.
guy 0
Oh,
score.
don't worry. I'll have like 3 2-stars and then a 4-star, 5-star bronze Hogan. Come at me, bro. I got you.
The 3-minute feud lineups. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm done. In and out. Told y'all.
Never
In and out
used
this
to be
week.
that way.
No, it didn't.
You used to
I
sit
know.
around and wait for 10 minutes.
I know. I'd make you wait for 10 minutes. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I used to be slow, and then I started having to pair up with Ben and Goobs, and I was like, man, forget this crap. Low as I
yeah,
can go.
you can't do that, man. You can't be slow with them. You have to be on your
Yeah.
on point, or you have to openly be like, all right, I'm
I'm
sitting down
slow.
to dinner. I know I'm gonna be slow. Let me message them. Be like, yo, I'm gonna take my first three. Then you just take my lane. Deal? And they're
I just
like,
I,
deal? Sure, I'll go faster and get in another lane. And you're like, fucking perfect. I can sit, eat dinner, take forever. They're gonna take out
that
8 people. I'm gonna take out 3, and they still got 5 in my lane. Fucking easy. Let me go
Yeah,
back
all
to
I
eating
know is
dinner and watch this
I
shit like
never even had
it's.
the choice. I
Oh.
never even got the choice to ask them to take my lane. They just took it.
Well, that's a
I'm
different
too slow
story.
for
Yeah,
them.
that,
Yeah. Let's just be honest. Let's just be
my
honest.
first feud in the new ministry was rather funny. I got a call out in the feud room like 2 seconds after my first brawl. I'm like, I forgot what this was like.
It
So
happens, man. It happens.
he
It's just
he
when
got
you're.
he got that nice sexy side DM saying, "Hey, don't be so fucking slow."
The thing
That's
is,
on the daily for
when
me.
people are trying to push the events or the solos that are tied to it, people want to move, and I don't blame them. You should be
Shit, it was
motivated
like
to move too. That's the whole mentality.
it was like that one with
But I think
Daniel Bryan, Bob. That one was easy. We were doing what, 6 guys in 12 minutes?
Jesus,
but
that was amazing, dude.
I think that's one of the things that separates the top from the bottom, right? Like if we're gonna be real, like you have your people in Grim or whatever, like forget the top three. Like if you look at like 4 through 10 and 4 through 20, is that they adjust their lineups to get the most points, right? It's not
Yep.
necessarily they go balls to the walls and like, hey, I'm just gonna put the biggest roster out I have and I'm gonna take 30 minutes. Cause dude, I can win 4 different sets of brawls by the time you're done with your 30 minutes and gotten just as many points, if not more, and not lost all the HP. So I'm able to feud
Yep.
that much longer. You know what I mean? Like, gotta be smart about it. And of course, I'm not being serious when I say I go in with the 3 2-stars and the 1 Hogan, but I make sure that I can get in and out quick. Like, there's no holding up people for that crap.
Yeah, the thing with feud that people, I mean, you have to look at your personal situation, right? Where are you at on
Yep.
health packs? Do you have enough guys that are one hitters, right? That you can go in and if you get a monster lineup, can you just say fuck the points and I'm just gonna go hit all 7 of these guys with my big one hitter and finish this shit off? Because I know
Mhm.
that if I dick around with it, I'm gonna lose fucking 700 health packs in one
Yeah.
damn match, you know.
And
So
I don't know who said it in
you
the
gotta weigh that.
yeah, and somebody said in the live chat too, like finding a feud partner is vital. Like, because if you get
yeah.
stuck with the wrong person, oh geez,
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah,
horrible.
I mean we've started hopping into voice and trying to team up, because if not, then you're just at the mercy of who you get, and sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's go take a shower, get you a quick bite, go water your lawn, come back,
I
jump
mean,
them, and
if
then
it's
finish
nap
the
time,
match.
it doesn't matter, right? Nap time is
Yeah,
good. Nap time
yeah,
is good.
Bob snoring over voice is always nice too.
Listen, Linda, chill. All right, just chill. You don't have to just call me out like that in front of everybody. Shit happens sometimes when you're trying to go hard. All right. Both
Yeah,
of us
when-
were
when
getting
you-
ready to pass out, and my dumbass was like, "Yeah, I can go for another one," and then did pass out, and it was not a smart idea. I admit it. But you don't gotta call me out.
Were you recorded? That's the question. If you were recorded, it's game over.
I don't know if I was
Game over.
recorded, but I definitely was laughed at because that's how I woke up. I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
was there
Well
for
done.
that part at least.
It's not the first time in the last couple months.
Nope.
We have a room specifically for people that fall asleep in feud to go kick them into that other room.
I shit you not. It used to be for Vin. I swear, it used to be for Vin. I don't feel like that's what it's for anymore. I feel like
I think it's for Bob.
yeah. I need to.
I need permissions to be able to move you to different rooms.
Yeah, I need to work on that because yeah. Yeah. But if you guys move me instead of wake me up in 30 seconds from laughing, then I won't be able to keep going. You know what? I'm not going to give you permissions. Never mind. I take that back. It's for the good of the faction. Anyway. So everyone's pretty much going to do whatever the fuck they want for the 5-hour, I think it is, Turkey feud.
Yep.
It's shite. It's gonna be stupid yet again. Like nobody should be doing this shit the day before Thanksgiving. You should be prepping. For
I'm hoping,
Thanksgiving.
I'm hoping the event is worth it because the reward for the feud is garbage. So
Now,
the event
if-
around
if-
it.
You want 1
Hopefully,
million
if
coins?
if they-
You spoiled brat? Is that what you're
Hey,
looking for?
dude, I'm looking for 5, bro. Give me 5. Give me 5, bro, and we're good, bro. Okay, bro.
This is not the
Don't-
equivalent of a New Day T-shirt. That's too
Hey,
much.
I'm ready for Purple to get on the voice chat so we can hear the bro just as much from him. And how you're spoiled, bro. You're spoiled, bro. Bro, come on, bro. Dude, just if we could have that, I'd be done. I could retire from the game and be perfectly happy. Yeah, just like that, Goobs. Bro. Like that, man.
It can't be bro beating this much, KP. Calm down.
Oh,
Sorry, bro.
All
Can't
right.
help it.
So final thing I want to talk about before we wrap up, because Showdown is kicking off in about 30 minutes for anybody that wants to go and do whatever the fuck they want.
Your
with
one
that.
match. Your one match.
Your one
with
match.
Eddie?
Your whatever the
I
fuck.
get 2 matches. Yeah.
Damn you! Always got to be the one upper, Ben. Always the one upper.
I
Well,
blame
no,
Bob.
see, now if you wanted Ben, you could really make him feel bad and be like, KP, I still only got to do one batch. I'm gonna just use both Eddies in the same match.
Wah, wah. Wah,
That's
wah.
true.
Hey, thanks for the tip, Bob.
No worries.
Thank
I
you. I
know.
appreciate it. Save me some time.
Anyway, but so let's move on to the final thing. I love interacting with the community here. It's been fun, especially in the lounge. And I want to ask, there's been a lot of discussion about cards and who's the best recently. I kind of want to just hear a lot of people's aspects, and it doesn't have to be anything specific in the sense of one thing or another, like, oh, the best at feud or the best at show. Just like who you think overall is the best in the class, and then who you guys actually have in the class. That you
So,
think
can
is
I
the
preface
best.
this before we go?
Sure.
Like, the one
Yeah.
thing I hate the most about this game is that the non-real life characters are the better characters.
Of course.
Like, the stupid statues and zombies have to be the best. Like, can't we come up with something real to be the best?
No.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go. We'll go forward from there. Like honestly, that's my biggest gripe. Like, I hate the fact that I got to say that Zombie Triple H and Zombie Taker and Zombie Kane are probably 3 of the best characters in the game, and they're all freaking zombies.
So
Did you
okay,
get
so
possessed by KG or what?
Yes, hey, KG is my spirit animal. Just leave it. Let it
Spirit
go. Let it
Aminal.
go.
Damn, yo. The
Aminal.
Spirit Aminals
Aminal, bro.
are just on
Yeah.
the next level. I can
Mhm.
respect that.
You got it. It's another level.
All right.
So
You want to start it, Bob? I'll start it.
you could start it if you want on a class. I think is probably best, right? Whatever you
All right.
want to
Let's
do.
let's start with the easy class. Let's go with Acro. Who's number 1 in the game?
Z Taker.
Uh,
That's mine.
I say
Mine is Z
Ricky.
Taker.
Well,
I
I
gotta
mean,
say-
the
I gotta say
pound
Dragon.
for pound, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the best
I gotta say-
Acro in the game.
yeah, I gotta say Dragon.
I don't have him. He's never won a game. He's never won a match for me. So.
Yeah. I mean,
Sucks,
yeah,
in my
second-
opinion.
yeah,
Shit.
ditto. But yeah, I mean, he's the best. Now, do I have him? No.
No.
Who's my best Acro? Well, it will be Motu Triple H until Z Taker comes up, but it'll be Z Taker
See,
in my opinion.
that's
And,
that's
and
the
Master of the
opinions.
Universe
I
is right
like
there
it.
too. Master of the Universe Triple H is right there too. Like, I'm not gonna take it away from him. He's right there. Like, that's 1A, 1B.
Yeah,
Still, neither of them are real characters.
'cause
Neither of them are real.
I'll give you my reason for Taker as the better Acro. One, he's not nerfed by the multi gems, and two,
True.
you can set the strap up to tailor him to be high gem damage from green gems, right? So
Yes.
you can set him up in a way to do some massive damage. Every Z Taker I've ever faced that kicked my shit in has been 500k pin. And just bam, just out of nowhere. Now I get that's not 100% of the time, right? You're gonna have those where you don't. But same kind of thing with anybody else. And when you face a lot of double armor people, multiply guys get nerfed too. So that for me personally, I cut as much of the nerfing out as I can and go with him.
Fair enough. I agree with that.
Goobs, before I go.
I mean, you can't go away from Steamboat when it comes down to it, but I still love using Ricochet. It's just one of those, I know the multiply coaches do affect things quite a bit, but he's useful in every game mode.
He just hits like a
Showdown.
wet noodle is the
Yep.
problem.
Yeah, I mean,
you need to play better.
before
Yeah,
Pre-
that's
pre-
true. I do. I do need to play better.
again,
That is damn true.
again, if you strap him up the right way with green gem damage priority, he can still hit hard. And Goobs is right. Doesn't need an MP trainer, can basically recycle all 3 moves every turn, and he's gonna chip away at you. It's just, are you gonna get caught by fucking Keith Lee in a 700,000 pin before he finishes you off? That's the only problem I have with Ricochet.
You got to be smart enough to know who you go against.
Yeah, that's true. You're not going to go against a big powerhouse because you're going to get your shit kicked in. But if you go up against other people, obviously you're going to do way better. When I used Ricochet a lot, I targeted Showboats for sure because he had high gem damage output and they couldn't kick out of the pin.
That's true.
So
I mean, he just easy to use because he can be turn 1 in feuds all the time. He can always hit. Does he finish at turn 1 all the time? No. But he fully recycles every turn. Showdown, you don't need an MP trainer.
You're right.
So it's 1 match, and they're done. Most of the guys we face nowadays, when it comes to feud, at least me, I'm always shooting to be that top lane. Most of the guys I face don't put multiply coaches.
Yeah,
on
for
their
whatever
guys.
Reason they don't, because they're
Because it's all
using the
offense.
Hogan. Yeah, they're using Hogan's and stuff on theirs to buff their guys to get bigger damage.
So while he does get neutered a little bit here and there, for the most part, I don't have any issues getting my matches done with him.
Don't disagree. Like,
So-
I still think Ricochet is probably top 3 or 4. I just don't. I don't.
Acro
he's not
class
number
is top heavy for me, I think, because you have that argument of multiply versus non-multiply. And there's a lot of ifs involved in that. I mean, you've got a good group of guys who can do a lot of output damage. It's just when they get nerfed super fucking hard. So you have to pay attention to the straps and metals and everything else, and be very choosy about what you do.
So here's my outtake on Acros. Number 1 Acro in the game is Dragon. Again, not a lot of people have them, but I've spoken to a couple people that do, and they can attest for turn 1 300, 400, 500k pins.
Damn.
It's stupid. So there really is no comparison to that. Taker's pretty good. Taker's pretty close. Not gonna lie, but that is dependent on going up against somebody who doesn't have armor, and that's dependent on having, as been stated, a double fury strap, focusing green gem damage, and the main part, and I will speak from personal experience with the 5-star taker that I do have, it is board dependent. If you don't get lucky enough in the sense of having your trap gems laying out
Cascade.
next to black, it's not even just next to black gems, they need to actually lay out in a match. Because if they don't lay out next to black gems, they need to lay out in a 3-match or a 4-match or something like that in order for them to break. And there are plenty of times that does not happen. There are times that it does, and there are times that the cascades that come from it blow up the board once, blow up the board twice, blow up the board 3 times, and you're like, holy shit, when is this going to stop? And it hits for 450, 500, 600k. And you're like, wow, this was amazing. If I could make this happen every single time, I would always use this card. The issue is there's times where you lay out traps, you convert them, you get a single black match, and then you lay out green gems, and that's it. That literally is it. And it's like, okay, well, this sucks. I'm now stuck here till turn 2, and this person is turn 1 against me in feud. And it may just be someone like it, and it may be the Keith Lee or the Earthquake or the Powerhouse Kane or whoever, because I'm not thinking to myself, okay, I don't care about powerhouse damage, I'm just going to turn 1 this guy with Zombie Taker, because I'm going to hit 500k, and then I hit 50k. So that's the one thing I don't like about him. Can he hit huge? Absolutely. Is there times that he doesn't? Absolutely. That being said, outside of him, I think that Motu Triple H probably gets the edge over Zombie Taker. in two senses of A, I'm not going to run him with Matt. I'm not going to run him with anything that's really going to focus his multiply gem damage. I'm going to run him like Acro Big Kev. I'm going to do 7 column breaks, and I will have 2 columns of times 2 gems. I'm not going to worry about them being times 5, times 7, times 9. I don't give a shit about that. I'm going to pick 2 columns that have blue and purple, and potentially, based on what Ben was telling me, the loot gems, because the Godfather's Mojo plate is actually really solid on him for recycling. If your board doesn't have, and that's the entire 49 gems, doesn't have enough blue or purple gems, you can recycle it relatively easily. That's how I would run them. I would rather have somebody that will destroy, and the way that I view it, if you have somebody who does run the multi-coach, you have 2x gems instead of 3x, and I'm more than fine admitting that. And you have 2 columns of 2x gems, and then the rest are just normal. So now you have a card that will consistently, every single turn, blow up 9 columns. That's how I see it. I would rather have that instead of somebody who will maybe blow up for 450k, but there are times where he'll make a 3-match. That's just how I see it. The board blow up is more consistent, but there are those few and far between times are enough for me where it's like, damn it. Yeah, I'm happy I took him 5 bronze, but damn it, I cannot guarantee I will take out a 5-star bronze with this card on turn 1.
Fair enough.
And maybe Triple H won't either, but I can guarantee that I'll take him out on turn 2, for sure. Because if I'm blowing up 18 columns as a minimum, you can, as Triple H would say, suck it.
Yeah.
That's my outlook on Acra. So Steamboat number 1 currently have Taker at 5 bronze, so technically Taker, but I'm inverse of you, Ben, in this case, where I think if and when I take up my Motu Triple H, that he will be better. And then fully agree with you in this case also, Kpin, of these are 2 fake cards.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll take them. I'll use them all day, every day. But it drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm taking Mozu Triple H for 5-star before Z Taker. Because Z Taker's like 4-star bronze. So maybe my mind will be changed that way.
The thing is, if you run him, like I said, not with Matt, but you run him with Farouk.
Yeah, no.
If you get Drew, you can run him with Drew, and you literally have enough columns to break the entire board. And on top of that, Drew increases column break gem damage by 15%. So you turn 4 of those gems in the row because you have a choose 3 blue gem. So you turn 4 gems into blue gems also. They get 15% on top of it anyway. And that's not multi-gem damage. That's just damage, just because it's column break gems. So it's solid. I know what I'm talking about with my column break motherfuckers. I've done like 25,000 damage on a black gem with Big Kev before. It's ridiculous. Who else, Ben? What other classes you want to go with? And anybody in the community, please feel free. We're engaging at this point. I'm totally fine if anyone wants to talk in.
Let's go to striker. Who's the best striker?
I think it's HBK and Zombie Triple H.
Like so, the new HBK. I think they're 1-2, and so here's my thoughts on that. So I think Zombie Triple H is a cheat code. He's pretty god tier. But
and now I can talk about my Powerhouse Macho without all of you giving me shit, because now all of you know what it's like to play with someone like that.
Yeah, I mean, for real, man. I mean, you know, I fully imagine that 5-star, you don't even need the other red move, because you could just basically recycle the board with the non-pin bar move, I'm pretty sure. But he's got to be number 1. But for versatility's sake, and the sake of having somebody that you know, the way I would use HBK would be as a hot tag partner in a showdown. You bring that guy in fully loaded, and you're going to get freaking 500 to 700k damage.
That's
like
a cheat code.
1.1 million. I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah, if you bring him in fully loaded, that's a cheat code. That's not fair.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so standalone, I think Z Triple H is probably better because he has the board manipulation factor, and but as a versatility guy and an oddball class and era kind of combination with the RA, HBK's got to be right there with him. I think it's like the AD situation. So I'm actually gonna take HBK up to 5-star first for that reason because I want to use him that way. And let's be honest, the 7,500 talent 4-star gold Z Triple H can beat anybody at any mode. So
Go on, KP.
Can't argue with that sound.
Goops.
I mean, yeah, Zombie Triple H. There's not much you can really do about it.
It's just
As long as the boss plate stays broken, you can throw Ted in the mix. But once they fix that, he's definitely going to drop down a full tier.
yeah, and that's on their plate to fix.
I'll be crying about it for months. So
I mean, you've had months with it, you know, it's okay. Oh,
yeah,
Ben,
I've abused the hell out of it.
AJ was talking about how many times are you gonna get to tag in Showdown?
oh man, I got Z Roman, bro. I can tag whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
I hate
You're
you,
gonna have the Z Roman Z Triple H combo.
dude. That's
So-
nasty.
Yeah, it is gonna be pretty ugly, to be fair. Now that I think about it.
I've been testing him out in Showdown. Even cost myself a few points towards the solo event today, and I literally can stretch it out to the tag whenever I want. I can get stunned and still kick out and bang out. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever. Do what I want.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
I switched to the tricolor build with the
With the
finisher.
finisher, yeah.
He's putting like 26k, like 26k for text down on the board. I'm like, God, kick out, try please. And if you do, you're just gonna hit me for one damage, and I heal myself all the way.
He's a nightmare
I
card.
hate
So
you.
I actually have played longer matches just so I could get my moves filled with Z Cena, so I can tag him in and finish the guys off.
You're such
Are
a
you kidding?
troll.
Get out of here with that.
So my aspect on Striker in this case, Zombie Triple H wins hands down by far above any other card. It's because his versatility stretches past the fact that you actually use him as a card, but he's a coach that he's a one-of-a-kind coach. He's the anti-Zombie Austin coach. He's the anti-whoever uses purple MP coach. He's a great card in every aspect, like just every aspect. He fills a slot in the sense of if you don't have Harper or Finn Balor, he's a great modern striker, like a really great modern striker, or Breeze for people that have Breeze and really like Breeze. He's top notch, stupid top notch. The amount of damage that you can do with him, the amount of recycling that you can do with him, and I've been hearing, like you were talking about, Ben, people that run the finisher with the non-move and the pin bar no move and the MP gain, because the finisher leaves like power gems of stupid strength afterwards.
Yeah, I faced one of those in feud. I was quite impressed. I'm like, fuck, man, that's gonna be nasty.
So that he just seems to be so good that it's when you think about it in this aspect, NBT was the greatest 3-star gold card for how long? Because he has a choose move and he was a striker card with the highest base gem damage. And it's like when you compare that to what this new card is, with straps, with medals, with skill plates, with the no pin bar move, with a move that specifically gives that move MP, it's just it's tailored to today's day and age of being the meta card in the game. It just is. I think that's the best striker card in the game. Currently, my best striker card is Big Kev, but I have Zombie Triple H and will be working him up sooner than later, and he will be my best striker card. And I have zero issue in saying that. Once this card came out, I was like, this card makes my Big Kev look like a peanut. I've been saying that ever since that day. I was like, column breaks are cool and all, but real talk, this guy doesn't move the pin bar. This guy focuses black gems, which is higher gem damage instead of maybe the whole board, but I mean, I don't have to worry about early pins. I can just win all the time. He has an MP steal that even steals more than Nash does, and it's the same color that Nash has. And it's just like, well, I love my Kevin Nash, really do. But this card just fucking shits on him in every aspect. Like, every aspect. Red moves better, steel move better, purple moves better, finisher 1,000 times better. Like, well, fuck me. So I have no issue in saying that, and I have zero issue in saying that I look forward to taking him up. I know a lot of people maybe think I'm crazy because they would be similar cards. They're strikers, they use similar MP in that sense. But I don't really think that's the case. I think that if I wanted to use one as a steel card and one as an MP card, with like Triple H being the MP card and Kev being the steel, or vice versa, I think it would work. And Sam, yes, to address your point, my Nash has stupid defense on him. Has like 95% defense on him when I put Honky Tonk Man on him. So there are multiple times I don't run MP on Nash. I just run Honky Tonk and Farouk and Drew, and he gets to choose 7 column break gems with 95% defense. So I have zero issue in putting out like 250,000 damage with 95% defense. So it's great, but this new card is just, he's so much better. He really is.
While they are like cards, they're different eras. So that's one big reason why it does even make more sense just to go ahead and build them both.
Yeah, the modern era for me, I had Balor from the D9, and I foolishly took him all the way up to 4-star silver max, and he's had that evolve button on him for over a year and a half at this point. And it's just like, well, I don't want to do it. It sucks, and I don't have Harper, so yeah, he fills that slot for sure.
I've got Harper 5-star bronze for feud only. It's nice.
But well, I mean, we could talk about Showboat now if you want. I think everybody can openly say that Zombie Roman is the best Showboat card in the game. Any disagreement there?
No.
KP?
I want to disagree and I can't.
Why not?
So,
Zombie.
before
it's a fucking zombie again.
To be honest,
another bullshit
fake out of the equation. Yeah, you take the boss player out of the equation with it being nerfed as he came and get knocked down a peg. But the other two showboats that are probably in the top area, Z Roman's probably the top. But Fiend with gear, and then NWO show. Jesus.
There's some good Showboat cards out there. I'm not arguing.
Yeah, NWO show is deceptively good.
He's gonna
even without the boss plate.
He's gonna still be amazing with the boss plate after they fix it.
Yeah, because his area gets so big when he destroys it. So I mean, it's just he's one that'll still stay up there with that. He'll be the guy I probably would ship the boss plate over to use.
That card's a fucking monster card. I still hate the fact that I missed it.
As much as we talk shit about showboats and damage, some of the better cards in the game are showboats. And really, back in the day, right, at 3-star gold, it was part of Heat Booker, right? Nobody kicked out.
Yep.
And then 4-star came, and all the showboat protects got kind of nerfed because the power creep kind of exceeded what they could do. But it looks like at 5-star, they kind of balanced that back out. And like my Dango, he carried me. He's my first 5-star. And, that guy, he's a freaking monster. Nobody kicks out all the time.
He's top notch for Showdown.
Yeah, if you take out the fake characters, like these zombies that we talk about, you got to go with Dango. And honestly, I love Godfather. That dude is he's just fun to play with. Like
Godfather
damage,
with
man.
the right play. Well, the thing with Godfather is like you can run him without Honky Tonk Man. You go double armor and get the 60% gem defense. And if you have a flat tier 4 gem damage metal on top of maxed out Vince, he's hitting for like 235k on the finisher.
A little bit more.
Nobody's kicking out of that with 60. Nobody's kicking out of that with 60% gem defense.
Yes, sir. You are correct.
He's a great Showboat card. because of that true damage. The only way to counter him is armor doesn't counter him because the base loot gem damage is 1. So you need
But
base
Well,
again-
gem defense.
and then you think about it, and you throw that damn plate on him, and you have the 13K or the 15K vents to add the extra MP, and the guy's turn 1, and he recycles off of his finisher, basically. So, I mean, if he's not going to finish you turn 1, you're going to be fucked turn 2.
Yes, sir.
You know, I felt
But
like an idiot.
he is nerfed to a zombie. Like, I mean, again, like, take the zombie characters out, he's tier 1. Now that you have the zombies in, he's top tier 2. But I don't think that you can put him tier 1 anymore.
No,
Because you're
most likely
probably not going to kill him turn 1. It'll take 2.
Well, maybe if you consider 15K Vince, because there's a good chance that he becomes turn 1 in that sense. You know.
I have
He is
15K
turn
events, and I'm not giving him turn 1. So don't get me wrong, he does cause some turn 1, but it's not 100% of the time, because it's not consistent. To say that he takes that tier 1 level with the zombies, like, he's right there, and if he was more consistent at taking guys out tier 1, and maybe I have my belt set up wrong, I don't know, but at that point, like, if I could get him more consistent, I would say he'd be tier 1 right with them, but until then, he's tier 2, unfortunately.
I get you. I got a lot of respect for that card, though. True damage is a showboat. It's really interesting, and for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, true damage, for a lot of MMORPG players, etc., it's damage that you can't really mitigate. The only way that you can defend against it in this game is if you have a medal that does flat gem damage reduction, and everybody in the world goes for percent damage reduction for their armor sets. So unless you have a specific card that you're going to tailor a flat gem damage reduction medal to, that will be solely for defeating Godfather and Godfather alone, then you're most likely not going to be able to counter this card. So that is what I like about that card, like a whole lot.
The thing about true damage is even more prevalent now at 5-star because of the move damage buffs that have been increased on a lot of people. I mean, you're getting a lot more damage than what you would think from people now. So it kind of helps with people that have kind of manipulated the straps to be high gem defense. Well, fuck your gem defense if I'm doing 120k move damage on you every turn. You know.
Right. That's the other thing too. He has very good base move damage as well.
Yes, he does.
Right.
So that.
Well, I mean, all showboats do because of the crappy gem damage. That's how they're built.
But I do gotta, going back to the whole point, I do gotta say Zombie Roman, unfortunately, again another fake card, is most likely number 1 in this game. Before that nerf, and I was talking about it with Ben, I was like, if they didn't nerf him, I really don't know what the community would have done with this card, to be fair, at that point.
Dude, it was stupid before the nerf.
I know I was one of the very few. I was gonna say, when
I saw it, it was like, oh my god, no, this is dumb.
I was gonna say, I know I was one of the very few that I did think it was dumb when I saw it. The flip side was, I was like, yeah, this may be dumb, but you could fight a way around it. There's always a way to find something around it. Whether it's the pin bar don't move cards like an Acro Macho, or the stun cards, or the Keith Lees, like, I was always thinking, like, there's always a way around it. Yeah, it looks intimidating, but there's got to be something that you can do. And
if it wasn't nerfed, I would avoid it at all costs. I would never want to fight one.
Of course, you would not want to, but if you came up across one in feud, you'd be like, shit, got to put up the fucking dukes. Let's go.
I mean, there's ways around it nerfing too, by the way.
Of course.
But we won't get into that. We'll leave that for time.
Save that for himself.
But
selfish. You're so
For real,
selfish, Ben. Can you just not be so selfish? I'm just saying.
If you wonder why my blue damage is higher than my yellow damage, gem damage, don't make sure you look over the strap really good.
Got it.
I mean, there's reasons for everything. We have conversations for everything. This is why we play this game. Because we enjoy strategizing.
Hey,
but,
those bad attitude plates are no joke, or those MP plates are no joke.
No,
they come in useful in lots of different scenarios.
But Roman's probably number 1. My current strongest is Dango at the moment as my first 5-star bronze showboat. Pretty happy with him. especially for showdown. Pretty easy. Now that I have Sako, it's actually not necessary anymore. Sako just kind of carries everything. Uh, Outside of that, though, I do have Zombie Roman, and I will be working him up as well. So that one I can't wait for. Not 5-star as Ben yet, but Ben is currently running the set that we talked about running at 5-star, and it's very, very promising to say the least. It is currently 3 p.m. Before I just wanted to make that one note. Anybody that wants to go play Showdown for this very second, please feel free. Wish you guys luck. We're still gonna stick around and chit chat about the rest of the classes and hang out with you guys for a bit. But up to you guys on KP and Goobs in regards to showboats. I know where you're coming from on the Godfather and the non-fake cards, KP. But do you agree with Roman over Kane, or do you still think Kane over Roman?
Roman over Kane.
Okay.
I think Kane puts up a good fight until they fix the
boss time plate.
Yeah. Once they do that, then it's definitively Roman.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. Goobs?
Sasha over both of them.
Who? What?
Throw Sasha out there over both of them.
See,
But-
that's not fair, because that's just a completely different. It's just not fair, because I can't argue that, and you know I can't.
Yeah, I mean,
She's so good.
there's
for
not
her
much
class.
that can be said as far as Showboat goes. There's some pretty good cards, but other than those top couple you've been talking about, nobody's really going to get the job done as fast.
The only other one I can think of is Fiend, right? Fiend with gear.
Yeah, he's pretty nasty.
The only thing I don't know what the hell I would put on him as a strap. I don't know. Anyway,
Who, Fiend?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anywho, what did we do so far? We've done Strecker, Showboat, and Acro. So what are we missing out of that one? Powerhouse.
Hogan.
I can't agree with you on that one.
Okay, let me he's my best.
Okay.
Well, he's the best. Let me put it this way. He's the best that I have worked out. How about that?
Okay, that's fair. So that's your current best. Okay, so my current best is Macho.
Yeah, that's the cheat code. Again, fake character.
Again, fake character. You're damn right. But now here's, surprisingly enough, I think this is the first class where the best card is a real card. I think it's Keith Lee. I don't think there's a question to that. If anybody feels differently, definitely speak up. But I certainly think Keith Lee just wins right now. He just hits so fucking hard.
What about Earthquake?
Earthquake is solid. I have him 4-star gold with the general orders plate, and I know he hits 300 to 400-ish K if you get the red move off on turn 1 and blow up the whole board. But he doesn't hit like Keith Lee hits.
Yeah, he can't keep anybody down turn 1.
He'll
the
definitely
most
keep
part.
him down turn 2 though. I agree with you.
Yep.
But
I say,
turn 1 though.
Yeah, Keith Lee is the best. My personal best is Powerhouse Kane with gear.
He
I
is
run him a
nasty.
little different.
He is
I run him a
Underrated.
little different. I run him double armor, Tonk Man, and Batista, and he keeps people down turn 1 most of the time.
He's a disgusting one.
He's
Yeah, I mean,
underrated for sure.
With that gear, it just opens him up. And I mean, I don't even have to run Batista if I don't want to. If I want to be safe and not get the minus MP perk, to make me not turn 1, I'll put Sting on him, and he sacrifices a little bit of move damage. But even then, he's still doing 60K on the row break move, not including the row breaks, and then 80 or almost 90K on the finisher. So I mean, he does plenty of damage on his own. So if they do manage to kick out turn 1, then you've got the finisher turn 2, and that's another 200K damage they're going to eat while they
finisher.
do a swipe on you. I put the Typhoon on him, and then I throw Robo Cena on him, and I go up against other powerhouses on purpose, just so they can hit for peanuts. It's funny to watch Hogan match blues instead of reds because his reds do fucking nothing.
Not gonna lie, that is pretty funny.
So that's my personal best. I mean, I will work up Walter at some point because I've seen how effective he is, and Jesus, he's nasty. He makes less traps than Undertaker, but the damage output is way higher because it's his primary gem.
I also like the fact, and I'm gonna say this now that I didn't really think about it previously. I like the fact that Walter targets his trap gems to destroy them with a move, instead of
Right.
converting them to a color to hope they match something on the board. That
Yeah, no,
aspect,
he actually
I
destroys trap
really
gems.
like
So,
that much more.
Yep.
I like that a little bit more.
I've got Quake at 5-star bronze as well, and he's like you said, he's good. A lot of times that red move isn't turn one in feud, so you hit the do 50k whatever and recycle it back around, and then you get the big 400k one after that. That's the only thing I don't like about him is that he finishes first turn way less than Powerhouse King.
For sure.
So update. There is a survivor mode,
Uh-oh.
game mode that came out today, and guess who the opponent is?
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Yes, it is.
It's Keith
Turn
Lee.
20.
20
Turn 20.
turns.
20 turns.
All right.
Do you
I
have
like
to,
it.
who's the specific? Is it open?
Is
Can
it
you use
Road Dogg
anybody?
again?
It's Taker.
Oh, well, I mean, that's doable, but it's not Road Dogg again? Damn, I was looking for a challenge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just kidding. Please don't ever make me do that again.
So you got to run Taker. So I guess Deadman to sub him to
Yep.
death. That's the only way you're going to be able
Sub
to
and
do
health
it.
steal so you don't go in danger for Cascade loses.
Silence gems.
Yep,
And
the
silence
silence
Yep,
gems.
that too.
Yep.
God, that's going to be a
That'll be the
slog
way.
because my Deadman's like 5k. He's
Mine's
big.
like 7,500.
Well, and the normal mode is a 3-star gold max.
80.
So 8K. Yeah, 80. That's normal. That's not even.
Balls, man.
Yeah, they like you a lot.
Well,
just
hey,
FYI.
at least Bob will get a challenge out of it.
There you
we'll
go,
be,
man.
talking
Guys,
about it on
Guys,
voice
this is
later.
going to be awesome. Everybody now has something to do this weekend. Oh,
Yeah.
Now we all don't have to
Burn
do
health packs on impossible odds and be like, haha, I beat it. And
A
then
f-
make
a
everybody else
5
jelly,
bronze.
and then they have to go do it too.
A
Yeah.
5 bronze in hell? That's
Yep.
ugly.
The other thing is it's for faction points, so it's not even like you can really
Oh, you can't skip it.
snag it.
You gotta do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we better get
Dang
on
it.
that shit soon, Ben. Anyway.
All right, so
So what?
I
Who
think-
are
I
we
think,
talking about? Powerhouse right
Powerhouse.
now? Yeah.
yep. So, I'm saving Trickster for last. So let's go Tech.
Well, hold on, Goobs. Powerhouse. Who are you? Who's your current best powerhouse?
My highest built right now is Quake, but I think it's probably going to end up being Kane.
Fair enough.
Walter's in the pipeline somewhere, but he might just be a pipe dream at this point.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, if the resources, that's the limiter.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
Red
hate
and yellow
resources.
TP. Red and yellow TP are the stopgaps for him, and
The
black.
hell,
Resource is the worst.
what the hell is TP? You guys have
Yeah,
that?
no,
No,
I don't.
No.
But,
So,
you know.
all right then. So everybody's good on Powerhouse. Nobody disagrees that Keith is probably number one, right? I think.
Nah,
that's-
yeah, he's just way too explosive,
So
way
there
too
you
fast.
go.
I
That's a first card.
I will say
That is a
will-
non-fake card. KP.
Yes.
That's number one.
Agreed.
So there we go.
I agree,
We got
and
one.
I do think that Hogan is the clear number 2 though, because you can run
Yeah.
them both ways, and every feud they cater to one of his power moves.
They always.
Every
Yep.
feud.
Always.
So
Now,
because of that, he is a close second.
Yeah,
have
very
they
close.
catered to Lee this time. They made him a countdown gem fucking perk.
Jesus, they sure did.
Yep.
Ugh, so ugly.
So better take him out in turn 1, where you're.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck. All right. So
All right.
Tech then you want to save
All
the
right.
worst for last?
Yeah. So Tech. So best
Sacco.
Tech in the game.
So,
Sacco. Yeah.
I gotta say
It's Sako. Sako. I mean, Gargano's probably a close second.
I like
But
Gargano. I
Sako
like
would just,
Kofi. I like Glowing Taker.
yeah.
Kofi's good, but you got to use. It's very gym damage reliant, right? You
Yep.
got to be. If you don't have it, he's done.
And sometimes the AI plays him dumb. Now, I will tell you, Kofi with the DX plate on him, holy crap. That card's stupid. Whoever
Yeah.
has that strap or that plate on him, on their strap, you suck. But
You're welcome.
yeah, there you go. See? But my current best tech right now, my current best tech is Champa. I took him to 5-star. Does pretty damn good with that purple setup. I will have Sako to 5-star, and then Motu Taker. He'll be my third because he's just a recycling chaos machine.
The fact that you got
with
him
that setup.
super jelly. He's so much fun.
He'll be my best taker for sure. I'll take him up before I take up Z Taker, just because he's fucking glow in the dark. And he looks like Ministry Taker. Why not?
He's glowing
Jesus.
in the dark.
Why?
He is glow in the dark.
And he gives people the last ride out of the fucking ring. I mean, I would put that finisher on just to do it to people. Oh, I could watch that animation over and over.
Gooby, what is that gift that you put up? What is that dude doing?
It's
that's
Ben
the whale.
wailing.
That's the whale.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm a little slow. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I was like, what the hell?
That's Wessel's personal gift there.
Nice.
God. So yeah, I think the tech's for sure Sako.
Yeah.
I think it is Sako. I have Sako 5-star. Once I
So
got him, I fucking
who runs him with the double finisher? Like, everybody is all up on the bleed, right? But does anybody actually run him double finisher at 5-star?
I like
It
that,
looks
but I don't.
sexy as hell.
But I don't see myself using it in showdown. If I'm gonna go in feud,
No.
I'm thinking about maybe using it in this upcoming feud. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm thinking about it. Because it's like 500,000 damage, but the issue is the botch gems, I don't know if they 100% work right now or if they don't. I know they're showing like they work like protect gems, but like I don't know if it's 100% or not. I just don't know.
But I mean, that is a dangerous. I know it's not ideal for showdown, but that's still a dangerous ass setup too. It does take an extra turn, but it's just nasty.
It hits hard as fuck, man. It really does. But he's so fucking good. He's so versatile. He's one of the best showdown cards in the game. He's somebody that people avoid in showdown, hands down.
This is Foley's baby boy.
Yeah. That's again another non-fake one that we got. So I'll take it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's one that I think is the best, and I currently have him at there as well. So I'm very thankful for that one. Anything else on this one, Goobs? On yours?
I mean, my best right now is Kofi, but I do have Sako ready to go 4-star silver, so he's on the way up. I just prioritized Zombie Triple H this month before Sako.
Yeah, zero doubt.
Had to have somebody ready for when they screw up my boss plate.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right.
And you want to go to the worst for last, right?
And Trickster, go. You go ahead. You say who's the best.
You want me to say it?
I think we agree, though.
I don't know though, because there's a really good contender too. I gotta say Zombie.
So
Black.
I have. Yeah.
Who?
Zombie Black.
Yes.
He's the best. He's the best. All right. There's 4 guys I know that are in there. Yep. There's actually 2 zombies in the top tier of Trickster now. So. But yeah, Zombie Black is just stupid. Again, another low charge guy, has bleed, and it's not percentage bleed, is it? Or is it 50% bleed?
No.
No, it's true bleed.
Yep.
So and he recharges for nothing. You know,
Yep.
I mean, it's just
steals health.
Yep.
Steals health, bleeds you, and all his moves are like 4 charge or less. It's stupid.
And dodges everything.
Yeah,
FYI.
and dodges everything. Now, none of us in this room have him, so we can say, okay, well, fuck that guy. My best, dude. Okay, so I'm at a conundrum at Trickster. So I have two 5-star Tricksters. All right. So and they're both really good, both for different reasons. But I'd still have to say that my best Trickster is Eddie, because of the obscene amounts of health steal and damage you can do, and the fact that he's not turn one doesn't really matter because if you do take a big hit, you literally get most of all of it back on the next turn if you're ready. It's dumb. I mean, the guy can steal for 300k health and then hit you with 280k worth of leech gems and gem damage on top of that, and you're done.
Turn,
Game over.
turn to you
You're
win with full
literally at
health.
danger. Yeah, you win with full health, and they're in complete danger. They're not kicking out. So it's stupid. But he is a little bit board dependent with that setup. But once you get him going, he doesn't stop. Now the other one that I have that really surprised me, that I've used a lot lately
Got his
is
gear.
zombie. Yeah, Zombie Cena. So I got the gear for him instead of Zombie Austin's. Everybody's like, "Oh, take Zombie Austin's gear. Take Zombie Austin's gear." I'm like, "No, fuck it. I'm gonna take this guy to 5-star. I'm getting his gear." So his gear adds 75% purple move damage, right? So everybody runs Z Cena the green yellow setup for the most part because you get the health steal and it recycles itself really well because the traps boost by 2 MP, boost the green. But so I started running him purple, yellow, purple to take advantage of the move damage, right? And with Akam and Big Show as trainers, and so I threw the stun immunity strap on him, and so now Z Austin is useless against me, and I threw Akam on him for that trap move to start it, and I'll tell you, he recycles stupid. I put the shock the system plate on him with intentions of using it for the green setup, right? Because you match green. Well, it fills that trap move so often that you can fill those purple moves really fast. So his stun hits for 98k damage, just or just move damage, and his finisher hits for 160k. And you can literally stun lock them and finish them inside of one cycle because you do like 280k total damage, not including gems. It's stupid.
He hits hard. I will give you that much. I've never had an issue winning a fight with him at my 4-star bronze level, ever.
No, and it's a different way to play the guy that people normally don't play. But
Well,
if
that
I'm
and it's
going
Cena.
against, yeah, I mean, for fuck's sake, we got to have one badass Cena, right?
I
And
guess.
he's definitely,
Oh, come on, we
in
have
my
Striker.
opinion. Okay. Remember that whole row break versus column break argument we were having?
Yeah, road breaks are so shafted.
So, but yeah, I mean, he's right there with Eddie for me as far as the guy I like to use. Now, for tier wise, I think he's still in the top tier argument, but I still think Eddie's better. Now, on the other side of that, Macho at 5-star gets that new move that you can utilize the
That's
head
just
games plate for,
that's
and
just
that is fucking nasty.
yeah.
That's nasty.
Wait, what's that move again?
So the way that it works with Macho and that plate, right? The plate of head games is it increases your critical chance by 20%, and whenever you do crit,
Critical gem damage.
correct. Whenever you crit, you will drop. Well, no, it's chance, not damage. So it'll crit more often. But whenever you crit, you will then drop 10 botch gems on the board. And then he has a new 5-star move, which is I think a 3 MP move that converts like 6 botch gems into cross breaks as
Yes.
like a base amount, so you don't even need to actually add cross breaks on it. The idea is that you use the 2 MP blue move to hit a small section of gems, hope to crit on that small section of gems. If you do, you drop 10 botch gems, you convert them into cross breaks, and then you use the blue move again to blow up the cross breaks.
Yep.
it's actually quite effective. We've seen a shit ton of people doing it. A lot of people run one of the black moves as the like third move, which isn't bad. Some people run the purple boost move, which also isn't bad for like the second go around. It just does stupid damage. Um, it's really strong actually. So
Yep.
Macho has some real strong viability at 5-star.
You set him up, and with that setup, the trainers you would need would be no MP trainers, right? You could use Honky Tonk Man with the double armor setup that way, and then throw on Sarge or Farouk if you wanted to do with the other one, and just yeah, man. I mean, it might take a minute. You're killing them four gems at a time, but once you hit that thing to trigger, they're probably not going to kick out.
The one card we can't forget is the one that came out recently. Where do
The Gooker.
Where do you guys rank the Gookster?
God, he's got to be right there with Z Black in terms of just stupidness of the gem damage, but I think Z Black's still better because he's got health steal. But Gooker's, I mean, it's a dumb concept, but let's be bluntly honest. The move animations are freaking hilarious.
The movie
So-
animations take him up a tier in my opinion.
I'm more okay with this turkey character than I am with statues and zombies because I have physically seen the turkey in the ring. So
Yeah.
I mean that doesn't hurt me as much as a zombie does.
Watching that guy do a moonsault into a reverse
Into a
DDT,
reverse tornado
that's
DDT.
ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Hey, though,
Or watching a big fat turkey go coast to coast like Shane O'Mac. I could
Yeah,
watch that all
buddy.
day. All day.
So
Does
KP,
the-
is it
does
safe
the
to
hoe-
is it safe to
does
assume
the hoe
you think
train.
that the turkey is stronger than Z Black because he's a real character?
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I'd be okay with saying that. There is a question from Jama for Trick Macho over Trick Biggie. Are we saying that Trick Biggie is falling off because of these zombies? That are coming out?
So I think so. Here's my thing with Trick Biggie, right? He's got two very viable setups, and you put the immunity plate on him, and he's zombie proof. But no matter what you do, he's almost always turn 2, right? If you're facing the minus MP perks. Now, granted, if you run the black setup and you got it set up right, turn 2 is it if you're done. Nobody's, because you can manipulate the board with that pin bar move back move. But that also requires a lot of board dependence too, because a lot of times you'll just push into the pin, right? So
Right.
I like him a shit ton, but I mean, he was on my plans to go 5-star bronze, and I actually stopped because I used him a lot, and I just didn't like the fact that that area move for the blue setup is so big that it forces pins, and then the other thing, either you put the black gem generation trainer and he overdoes it and forces pins, or you don't put it on him and he doesn't get enough to match to keep the cycle going. So for me, he's kind of like a game of chance, right? And if I'm talking top tier characters, guys that I know are going to go out and produce all the time, I think he does drop off a little bit. Personally, that's just my opinion.
And the other thing too is once they fix him, he will drop off even more, right?
Wait, what's
So
wrong
once
with him?
so if you get the pin move to go all the way over to your side, the left,
Uh-huh.
he will keep going until you drain all of his health and can pin him.
No.
Well,
So-
it
let me-
actually still counts. It counts 21. Actually, it counts 21
counts
plus
past it.
whatever you went past.
Right. So let's say
if
you're
it's
one notch.
26.
Let's say you're one notch off
Okay,
being
so
pinned.
I haven't. Well, I haven't run across a time where I haven't. If I got it to that side,
Mhm.
there hasn't come a time where I haven't been able to pin.
Okay, so
Like,
this is a
with
good
0
example. What level's your biggie? Is he under leveled or is he leveled?
Under leveled.
Okay, like to what extent though?
4-star bronze unleveled.
Like level 1?
No, 4-star bronze. Like he was 3-star gold, 4-star bronze, unleveled. Like I didn't
Oh,
level him
okay. So
past
you
whatever.
so
So like
you worked him up from 3.
120.
Okay. So now
Yeah,
this
120.
is the difference from my aspect versus yours. So you have a 120 right now, and Ben will tell you because he listened to me bitching about it over yesterday about doing the Gooker tour, that I had to take him from level 40 to level 50. And I know that's a lot of people are laughing at me right now, and you can all shut up. But the point is, when you're one notch away, and you hit yourself with that move your pin bar back by 6,
Mhm.
you will be 26 notches away from pinning him. It will not pin you. So if you break 9 gems and 9 gems, even though the pin bar doesn't move, you're technically only 8 gems away from pinning him now. And if the game cascades and actually drops off any more types of 3 matches or 4 matches, it will, like, to get up to 8 gems, it will early pin them, or on the third time that you do your 9 blow up, it will pin them. And the only reason I know that is because of how underleveled mine is, where, like, my gem damage is peanuts, but his move damage is strong enough and decent enough, and that's why Ben is literally getting on my ass about it yesterday of, Bob, you gotta work that guy up. You gotta take him like 4 bronze max at least, you motherfucker, because, like, I got him at 4 bronze. And I was telling him, like, yeah, I get that. It's my only New Day card. I don't really have Tech Kofi that's going to handle anything. But he's strong enough to handle a majority of the things that he comes across. And when it came to this weekend, I had to take him from level 40 to level 50, which sounds stupid. But I did to beat the tag team node, because taking him from 40 to 50, I got pinned, and I had exactly 4,000 health left. So those 10 levels gave me enough health to wait while I got pinned, use my tag team partner to kick out, and then I can just do my rotation 1,001 times with Big E over again, and I'll win, because he's strong enough on the move damage. But the pin bar thing, he's not broken, so they won't fix it. There's nothing broken with him.
Fair enough.
I mean, he does, like Bob said, he does have really high move damage. But to me, and it's just with a lot of practice of messing with him, he's just too. He force pins too much. He's like Tech Black. He's gonna
You couldn't get
every
the
once in a while. Yeah, and unless you have a really good line bonus in feud, he's gonna be turn 2. Sometimes that's okay, but I mean, if I want to go in and I'm trying to smart feud and go in and get out, he's not a guy I bring in. I'm not gonna take him with me unless he's turn 1.
My thinking on this one, realistically, and maybe I'm skewed on this, but like I view him in the same bucket I view Edge, and what I mean by that is that these are cards that can punch up and do not need to be taken up in order to do so. So like, I mean, Edge's leech gems, when you level the moves, the leech gems do the leech gem damage. It doesn't matter if your Edge is level 1 or not, and that's where I had mine.
Right.
So the thing with Big E, it's like, I don't give a fuck if I'm level 1 or level 50 or level 1000. I have the move damage, and I'm going to just keep on rotating the same exact moves and do the damage. It's just, that's where he fits for me. So like, I get that he's a good New Day. I get that he fills those slots, but I don't know. I just don't have an urgency to work him up, because he does whatever he needs to get done. That's just the bucket he fits in for me. He gets it done. Whatever he needs, he gets it done. So I don't need to take him up that, and because of that, I don't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would be strong at 5-star, and I think like Andy has him at 5-star, but he's somebody that I would take to 5-star and probably never really use a lot unless I needed him. So he can stay 4-star gold at that point and probably still get the same job done, because he doesn't really gain anything other than a little bit more move damage.
But yeah, that's what I gotta say on Tricks, man. Tricks are always an interesting class.
Yeah, I mean, I still say Z Black's number 1, but I mean, there is a lot of viability in Trickster. You've got
Mela?
the Googer now.
Mela's amazing, but she can counter herself. That's the only reason I don't want to put her all the way at the top.
Now, I would say Lana with gear outdoes Mela, personally.
True.
Because
Look,
he's
if we
like,
keep
he's
talking
like a
about
female
this, I'm
Kofi.
gonna just cut this out of the record. You know what? I'm gonna cut all this out of the recording now, so that's totally fine. We don't have to broadcast Lana's greatness. We just need to shut the fuck up about it
Oh my
and
god!
hope they pull her out of the game, and then nobody
if they
actually
give
focuses her.
if they give that gear out,
No, they don't have to do anything.
she's
They can just do
but
nothing. They can pretend she doesn't
even
exist.
even
Well, that's what they
without
do with the WWE
gear,
already, so
No, no,
you're
no, no,
fine.
that's totally fine. They can retire her and AJ. It doesn't matter. They doesn't have to actually be in there. It can be a 0.0% drop rate. Hopefully, no one needs to actually work on this card ever. And you haven't seen a bunch hit. Don't lie to
look,
yourself or me. There's no reason for this card
Bob,
to ever be
Bob.
worked on. It is
Listen,
one of the
Bob.
worst things to have to fight in the game. You don't have to look into it. It's a terrible card. Everybody should think that. AJ, you're wrong. She's not awesome. The worst. Nobody needs to focus her. That's what needs to get broadcast.
KP gave his disdain for zombies, but he still said most of the zombies were top. Okay,
No, no,
so
no,
shut
no,
your
no,
pie
no.
hole with your Lana thing,
No, no,
and
no.
just deal with it.
No, no,
She's
no, no.
probably Kyrie Sane is probably the best female,
Well, yes.
and
Yes.
she's a close second. Let's be bluntly honest, she is.
Look, I get that, but we don't need to broadcast that. So as far as I'm concerned, she sucks. Okay, so the point is, right now,
I mean,
Kyrie's amazing. We can all agree with that. You know, Mel is pretty
Yep.
good. Steph is pretty decent, okay, with boss time play
zombie
third.
Page,
And then there's that
is a
non-existent fourth trickster, which is totally fine, and the gear which never existed for the people that got top 3 in that feud, and that's fine. And we can just move on.
Dude, I'm sensing a little bitterness here, just a touch. I mean,
I don't even. I
I'm not
don't
gonna-
want
I'm not
her.
gonna throw it out there.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
want
throw it
her.
out there, but there's just a little bitterness.
I don't want her on my roster.
You didn't talk about Lacey Evans.
That's fine too because nobody has her. And just like she's like the
Yeah,
Adam
but-
Cole bucket. Nobody has these cards.
Yeah, I know. Lots of people have.
Pretty
Lana.
sure I finished my TP event putting it into Lana last night.
Excuse me?
Listen, I'm gonna have to just cut all this out. That's totally fine. Not a problem.
I think we talked tricksters. Does anybody have any disagreements with tricksters with all that?
No.
I think
No.
Gooby, you're gonna take Macho up, right?
I already have him up.
Oh, you
Do
already
you
did.
do you have a video of the moveset? Somebody was asking for it.
I saw him. I haven't built that move yet and done it.
I think Stealth might. Did Stealth post a video?
I don't think he took him to 5-star
Kinda
yet.
do it anyway. But
I don't know. Oh, you're right. He didn't take him the 5-star. He was planning on moving things around. Okay.
I was going to do it too, but I prioritized getting that socket plate on Kopi
we
over
all
putting a new strap on
we all
Macho.
prioritize the socket. Oops. No sweat.
I'll remember that in a couple hours.
Line number 1.
So, but yeah, in regards to tricksters, so yeah, I still think Z Black number 1. My current one, similar to Ben, is Eddie. Technically, right now, it's Macho is the strongest on my roster, but definitely gotta say Eddie. Eddie's gotta be the best. That's coming up real soon, and taking him to 5-star for next month. It's gonna be a little bit of TP.
he's a lot of fun.
It's gonna be 7 million coin, but you know what? It's gonna be fucking worth it when I health steal for like 300,000 health and don't have to worry about whoever I go up against.
And it'll be auto ignore too, Bob. Just FYI. Just so you know. Auto ignore.
I
Hi Bear.
understand.
How's it going?
I understand that my lineups are not gonna be very friendly for most people, but you know it's okay.
Friendly would be a nice way to put it, what you're trying to accomplish, sir.
Yeah. All I need in my lineup and that I'm missing to have just the most annoying lineup in the world is probably Keith Lee. That would be the one.
All I'm
Now, if
missing
you can
is
get
your...
somebody to show him how to use it.
All I'm missing is your Z Roman. I need him to be at 5-star, and then I'll be really set.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until talent up, but I couldn't. I just had to push the button.
Yeah, feud's gonna be fun, even though it's gonna be for a couple hours. It'll be decently fun.
It's gonna
be
end up
shit
being
time.
a full flash feud.
They may decide to do a whole fucking Thanksgiving weekend thing, flash feud.
Hey,
You never know.
Don't say that.
That's what always happens, man.
Well, I mean, thanks to somebody, we don't have intel anymore, so we can't dig into the damn code. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot, dicks.
I'm not gonna say anything
But-
about that. But
We really needed those pictures ahead of time.
I will say that.
Yeah,
I'm upset.
yeah, those pictures that won't ever come out now. Yeah, those.
And
Just
Wait,
like the whole
what pictures are we talking about?
the Randy Orton and Lacey Evans that'll never come out because they were leaked, even though it was
On
Goku's own
Gooker and
stupid fault.
Well, I mean,
if they wouldn't
they
have
needed
left
to
them in the
release-
beta.
They needed to release Googer after the amount of oomph they put into him, Goobs. I mean, have you seen the animations?
Yeah, I'm just talking about the picture being released early.
Oh, I understand that, but they
Yeah.
won't. They may not release the other cards. Is I think what Ben's saying, which I don't really care
No,
about.
yeah.
But they
I
had to
mean,
release
I don't
Googer.
think
Like
there's enough weeks.
whoever did the tornado, the moonsault into the tornado DDT mocap. I don't think that they were gonna let that one go without putting that in the game.
No, I mean,
I'm pretty sure that was Jeff.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
definitely Jeff.
the guy does the hoe train, for God's sakes, as a big turkey. That's great.
Oh god.
You know, so that's the one we forgot when you were discussing tricksters. Is the original Lacey card? You're talking
Yeah, I know.
trickster females.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make
I
sense
mean,
that they would
but-
release another one because no one has that card yet.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, we all have
There's a
shards, but
couple.
nobody has her. Literally, there's a few.
couple people
handful.
that may have pulled her.
I've never faced one.
While I understand and respect that, they may still exist. Maybe.
Yeah,
You know? Just like that Eddie gear out in the wild in somebody's faction who's probably not a top 50. Fuck you for posting
bro.
that.
The other day, I don't remember what. I guess it was the feud this weekend. I faced a 4-star silver Eddie with the gear with my Eddie. I'm like, fuck
Oh.
you. You go to hell. You're gonna eat this.
I just
And
want
he
it
did.
so bad.
And he died.
Just
but
want it so bad.
I was like, oh, that those little flames on the side of his pants are just so sexy. I couldn't help it. I was mad.
It's just, it doesn't
Really?
even matter. For anyone that is listening still, and I feel bad for all of you guys in your eardrums at this point, but for anyone that is actually still listening, we don't even want the gear for the fucking buff. It's just because it's who he is, and he deserves it. It should have just been the base gear, and he shouldn't have had a gear. It should have just been that, and it would have been perfect. There would have been no issue, but...
Bear, you have the
Of
gear? Get out of here. So the bear just says that he has the gear. He needs to.
I'm guessing that you don't have the card,
Here's my bear gif again. Hold on. I'm gonna post it.
Oh, he's the only one listening. That's fair, Bear. I appreciate that.
There's the bear right there. That's him.
Ah,
Oh,
that is.
God.
Every time I see a post in town hall, that's what I think right there, because it's just like immediate. Poof.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap up the lounge for now. We can kick it and hang out with the community for a bit longer and talk about some more cards and everything. But I want to say thank you guys for coming out for the first iteration of one of these mini pods, which ended up lasting extremely long. Lounge
That's
number
your
1.
fault.
It is my fault. I don't know how to shut the fuck up, man. It's always my issue.
I wasn't gonna say it, but if you want to call yourself out on it, go ahead.
No, I do. I know. This will all be in the recording too. I don't mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed talking with KP. I've been in a faction with that guy for how long now? It was what, almost 2 years.
Yeah,
Never
let's
heard
talk
you
about
guys-
that.
yeah, we need to
Ne-
get more
ne-
people on
never-
here, man. We really do. So, and speaking of which, it's serious. Really, for anybody that is listening, if you're listening on YouTube later for again whatever reason, 2 hours into the recording, Jesus Christ, and you want to actually be a part of one of these god awful productions, feel free to just shoot me a DM on Discord, 2Bob29, and the tag is 0002. I'll be glad to get anybody on one of the roundtables or one of the lounges moving forward. I have zero issues. Yeah, as Ben just put, feel free to slide in my DMs. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all coming out to lounge number 1. Hopefully we will have more of these types of podcasts where they're kind of less people, a little more laid back, and they'll usually be on the off weekends when we're trying to move into showdown or feud type of thing when they switch up their schedules. Other than that, we'll be returning to the roundtable in 2 weeks' time. So do not expect us to have a roundtable on Thanksgiving. We will be having a roundtable on the 5th of December. That'll be the plan at 1 p.m., 2 hours before showdown, provided there is a showdown in 2 weeks, which is what I'm hoping and expecting them to do. So thank you guys
Until
for
they
coming
do 2 feuds.
Yeah, until they do back-to-back feuds, flash feud after Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving usually does fuck up their schedule again now that I think about it, so who knows where we'll be. Maybe we'll be at lounge number 2 sooner than later. But thank you guys for coming out. Ben, Gooby, Kpin, appreciate you coming in. Everybody else
sure.
that joined in chat. We're still going to kick around for a little bit. I'm going to be around. I'm not really going to kick off on Showdown just yet. I'm going to wait and hold off for a bit until everybody gets all their like heavy swings
You're gonna
out.
do your method.
Gonna do my method, man. It worked last time. Hopefully it works this time.
That's actually the Gooby method, by the way. It's been a thing for a long time.
I mean, look, I'll be real with you. Ever since I found out, and so here, let me stop the recording here.
Yep.